I'm Melissa Fisher, and
I'm Trevor Reynolds.
we're standing on one of our sites at the moment, which is in a regional area, Warragul, Victoria, and a fairly substantial land subdivision. Trev, do you want to run through what's currently happening and the direction that we're going to take this in?
Sure. So at the moment, our construction company is doing the actual civil works here on site. So just around us, we've got some machines and so forth. Here we've got the earthworks that we're doing. So this is for another developer at the moment. We've got about 170 lots to construct here, but once we've completed those 170 lots, we've actually got this whole paddock area right out here and right round over here. So we've got, there's about another 180 to 200 acres of land here ready to go. There's somewhere around the 650 lots that we'll be involved with in right through from design, construction, into the marketing and then selling. So,
and the full feasibility of that.
Yep.
So understanding the cost base right through to the sales. Okay, so when is this ending?
So this will be settling, these blocks that we're building at the moment will be settling by 2023, early 2023. So every 4 or 5 months we finish a stage and then they settle a few months after that. But the actual final completion of this particular 200 odd lots is early 2023.
So recently we negotiated a purchase of 60 acres.
Yep, over the far side.
Which is over the far side, which will be a portion of those 650 lots that we're going to sell.
Correct.
So what our plan is at the moment is to leverage off what's already happening here and maintain that as we go into our marketing. So these guys are going to finish, we're going to go into full marketing and pre-sales on the acreage that we've bought, plus the acreage that we're going to control for a couple of other guys that are involved in this. So some of the big positives out of this, maintaining land affordability, because we take it from purchase, construction, and then control the marketing and sales at the other end.
And also, as the market changes and people's requirements change, so we can, as we go through the design process, we can actually change lot sizes to suit. So, you know, here in regional Victoria, lots have been traditionally bigger, but as land affordability changes and people are moving from the suburbs, the expectation of larger lots is no longer there.
And the demographic as well,
100%.
Understanding that demographic and what they actually want, not what we're used to creating or what other people say that is available to them. So a lot of time and effort and work goes into understanding an area.
Yes.
And understanding what's not just happening now, but what's coming. People that want to shift in. And from a marketing and a pre-sale and sale perspective, that's fairly important.
It is.
From a design perspective, right up front, that's really important. So we're pretty lucky. I said we actually do live here, but just because you live in an area doesn't mean to say you understand it exceptionally well, does it? So it takes time and effort to get into that. The costings on this, the financial side, are fairly important. Yep. From right from the very beginning. So our negotiation on purchase, which is we actually created a bit of a time lapse with that. So we're not buying the land right up front.
No, so we're coming to agreements with some of these sales. So we're actually agreeing to purchase where we pay a deposit, and then we have settlements down the track, and that coordinates with when the land will be developed and released. So that works out really well from the seller's perspective as well as us as a buyer, so they get premium money for their land. But we can also, for us, it means it's affordable for us to take
control
on those
it,
jobs.
and we don't have a lot of holding costs and stuff.
And then the other one is here. We've got a beautiful area that we live in, but we've got topography challenges, so we factor all those costs into the land construction, which is different to say in metro areas where it's a lot flatter land.
For sure.
But we factor that it's all part of the design to also get the best of what we can see, all these views and so forth. So, and that's part of the value adding that we add to the lots to get the best outcomes, but also making sure that our costings are all considered as part of that, so that when we sell that block of land for the amount, that there's also costs in there, etc.
It's a team effort though, isn't it? We have relationships with a lot of the other consultants that are required to take it from start to finish, but also agents that we work with from a marketing and a sales perspective. So it's not about, it is all done by one person. It's absolutely a relationship building perspective, and including other agents in the area definitely have a desire and a demand for product as well.
That's right, and I guess that leads on to why we're wanting to do our agents
Yeah.
licenses. You know.
Look, when I look at that, I see the holistic approach from start purchase negotiation all the way through to the other end of sales, and working in with people that are coming into the area, creating the ultimate product for that point in time, meeting the market at an affordable rate. So it's not just about consistently increasing price. It's about making sure that the product that you deliver and are selling to someone else, they can afford it. They're not locking themselves into something that's unachievable. So it keeps a nice flow. It keeps things moving. It keeps growth happening in an area. It allows families to own their own home. All of those sort of things.
And the other one is too, with us, I guess, being able to take on the sales aspect, is that we can actually meet the sales with the actual development speed. So we can actually match that right through. So we can work out from the purchase of the initial land, the design, the physical construction, right through to sales. We can actually match those timeframes really well by looking after the whole.
So both of us have been in business for more years than what I can admit, actually. But in saying that, there's been a lot of experience then from the financial side of things, budget managing, feasibility, all of that aspect. And when we look at pre-sales, trust accounts, bonds, those sort of things, both of us have had a vast amount of experience in it, even when we're looking at dealing with councils and bonds and retentions and things like that. So it's not new ground.
No,
it's now just bringing it into a start to finish concept where we get to deliver a product at the end in a time frame that we've been able to manage and with affordability to ensure that buyers getting the very best for their dollar.
So what we might do, so this is obviously residential land development that we've talked about, so we might go from here down to one of our other projects.
Yeah, I think so, because we can touch on the whole lease side of things down there. That was vastly different. Be a good idea.
All right.
All right, we'll meet you down there.
No worries.